happy Thanksgiving. I know that Thanksgiving is like tomorrow, basically, so that's so exciting and fun. And I'm doing something a little bit different for this episode. As I was scripting them out and I realized that this episode would go live on Thanksgiving, I just had to do this because, believe it or not, Scrupulosity OCD has a much larger impact on your experience on holidays than you might think it does. And I actually didn't realize this until after I was diagnosed for over a year, and then I was like, I feel this way every holiday because of my OCD. I thought it was just, I called it a pit in my stomach. We'll get into that more into this episode. But yeah, if you're wondering what on earth Scrupulosity OCD has to do with Thanksgiving, this episode is for you, and I hope that you're listening to this before your festivities to kind of prep yourself and help make managing your OCD that much easier tomorrow. I don't remember a holiday where this hasn't happened to me, even all the way back into my childhood. Every single holiday, I would be sitting with my family at any point and I would feel completely fine, and it felt like the black hole opened up in my stomach. I'm not joking. I call it the pit. I could never figure out what on earth it was from. It made me feel physically ill. I felt like the Grim Reaper was standing next to me. It was awful. And it felt like the pit opened up, sucked me into it, and I was like dissociating. I couldn't be present in the room. And it just was this sense of doom and gloom. And sometimes it lasted longer. Sometimes it was fleeting. Sometimes it came more than once during the holiday. Sometimes it didn't. And I'm telling you, every holiday, my whole life, this happens to me. And I always thought, oh, maybe it's because usually my father was an alcoholic. Maybe it's because he usually got drunk on these days, so my body's responding. But as I've learned to be more in tune with how my OCD impacts me and also just my feelings in general, I have realized that that pit is just intense anxiety because of my intrusive thoughts and compulsions and OCD in general. So before I kind of get into what to do about it, I also wanted to throw out some other ways besides this doom and gloom feeling that OCD can impact your holiday experience that I've experienced, and I've also heard that other people have experienced. OCD can impact your holiday experience this Thanksgiving by having you be worried about your expectations of the event. So, at least for me, it's a little bit of my just right OCD kind of coming in along with the scrupulosity, but what the right day would be like or the right way to celebrate the holiday and what those expectations are. 2, your interactions that you're having with people are of very high volume. So, at least for me, my scrupulosity has caused me a lot of the time to really analyze my interactions with people because I'm so worried about offending them. And it's like mega overdrive. You're interacting with a lot of people on holidays, so that can be a little bit of a big deal. 3rd, there's also, I don't know if everyone with scrupulosity OCD has this, but my scrupulosity OCD has attached onto my body and what I eat because my church has rules about how to take care of yourself, basically. So if it's a holiday like Thanksgiving where I did a lot of eating food, then I got bloated, I would experience the doom and gloom feeling a lot. So that's a little bit another way you may not notice. 4 is hypersensitivity to your emotions and trying to make the day perfect. And I would love to know what you would add to this list. Go over to my Instagram, ABSTABBS, to comment on the post I'm gonna have up and let me know what you would add so we can all feel seen on this Thanksgiving holiday. I don't just want to state the problem, I also want to give you some tips as you go into Thanksgiving tomorrow. Number 1 is to set up proper expectations. And for me, that usually looks like anticipating that I'm probably gonna feel the pit or have higher anxiety that day, and that things are not gonna go up to the plan I've written in my head, and maybe I'm gonna offend someone. Just set proper expectations ahead of time. I know this is hard, but as you get those expectations coming up, try to diffuse them. Number 2, to choose a trusted person that you can just kind of open up to, and also let them know the best ways that there are to support you. For me, my mom and my husband both know about the pit. And so when I'm feeling the pit, I'll like squeeze my husband's hand, or I'll just verbally say to my mom, oh, the pit is here. And just knowing that they know I'm feeling it and they can remind me that it's gonna pass is very, very helpful for me. And 3, now, last but not least, is just to have some phrases you can use to diffuse the intrusive thoughts prepared. My favorites are maybe, maybe not. That's a good idea for other people. And I'm choosing to focus on my values in this moment. And all of those just kind of are responses to intrusive thoughts that bring up the anxiety that keep you, it's like a reply. You're acknowledging it, but you're not getting sucked into the OCD cycle. And then of course you have to resist compulsions and deal with the anxiety. But having a phrase, even if it's just one phrase prepared as the intrusive thoughts come up about what you ate, or if you offended someone, or blah, blah, blah. Maybe I offended someone, maybe I didn't. Maybe I overate, maybe I didn't. Maybe I gained 50 pounds, maybe I didn't. Those can be very helpful because it's like you're just prepared, you know? Ultimately, I wanted to just have this short little podcast episode to remind you that a good day does not have to be a perfect day, no matter what your OCD says to you. And that it's okay if Thanksgiving isn't even a good day for you. It's okay. Sometimes Thanksgiving just looks different for people with OCD than it does for other people. But that doesn't mean that it has to be worse for you than it is for others. It's just about honoring how you feel and trying to stay in the present moment, no matter what tricks OCD tries to play. That's all I have for you this week. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will talk to you in December. I'm so excited for December, and we're going to be celebrating the 1-year anniversary of the Enough Effect really soon, so that's going to be fun. Thank you so much. Bye, guys.